All right, guys, this might be the most important pro tip that we're gonna put on here. Why? My brother's gonna tell you something. Danny's probably gonna tell you that's not the truth. But listen, onboarding a customer is the most important thing you can do. You're never gonna get a second chance to onboard anybody. You can't. Think about a time when you walked into a business or you called a business and it was not a great experience. It wasn't the best onboarding that you've ever had. Think about that time. It ruins your whole experience. If you want to get referrals from customers, if you want to have a big brand, this has to do with everything. If you want your gross to stay high, it has to do with everything. So we're going to go over 2 ways to onboard them: in person and over the phone. Let's say that I get a phone lead, man, and the phone lead answers, and I'm talking to him, and I'm having great energy with them. Number 1, write this down. State, S-T-A-T-E. They don't know who you are. So if you don't have a good state, if you're thinking about all the shit that's going wrong at home and the things you don't have, what's wrong and what you don't have is always available. But so is what's right. Let me say that again. What's wrong and what you don't have is always available. You can always think of those things. But also, so is what's right. Like this opportunity, like this one freaking lead. The pros are going to dial in these 1 leads and they're going to maximize it. They're going to shoot that ball every time. Kobe didn't go down the basketball court and try to score 40. He tried to score 2. He tried to score 3. He tried to score that bucket every time. And that's what it's about. So maximize this lead. Now listen. The phone call rings, you answer it, you've got a good state, your state is on fire, you're standing up. I don't understand the people that are sitting down answering the phone. You see the difference in my tone? It's way higher. You have to truly care. What does that mean? You need to take that belief, that internal freaking enthusiasm and force it into people. Not over the top, but just perfect. Now listen. When you're getting ready to get off the phone is what I really want to talk about. I just talked to Steve, and Steve's like, I'm coming in with my wife. We're going to do it at 5 o'clock. I'm like, perfect, Steve. Now, tell me your wife's name. Now, watch what I'm going to do here. This is the pro tip. Steve says, hey, I'm coming in with my wife, Alicia. I'm like, perfect. How do I spell that? Alicia, boom. And Steve, you're coming with your 2 kids, did you say 2? What's their names? Johnny and Bobby. I'm like, cool. How old is Johnny? 5. How old is Bobby? 2. All right. I've got a picture of who this family is. I'm like, great, guys. Hey, listen, I made a promise to my wife that if you were in our house, we'd feed you. So it's 5 o'clock, Chick-fil-A is right across the street. Again, pros invest in their customers. They invest in them. So if they know a Chick-fil-A is right across the street, I'm going to go make a deal with Chick-fil-A, too. I'm like, hey, you guys got to sell me some of these meals for a little cheaper. But listen, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to get you guys something from Chick-fil-A. What do you guys typically eat around this time? He tells me nothing. Ian, you don't have to get me nothing. We're cool. We just want to come in for the car. I say, dude, I got to get you something. Whether it's something hot, cold, some water, an empty cup. Dude, I got to get you something, buddy, because that's the promise that I've made to my family, is to be truly different. We really, truly care about people. So, hey, they've got Frosties, they've got whatever. He tells me my wife wants a caramel macchiato hot, whatever. I'm like, perfect, got that. Kids, what do they want? Little shake, boom. All right, check this out. If you want 100% lead conversion, 100% of the people coming in, if I get that information out of him, 10 minutes before the appointment, I send a picture of the coffee to him and I say, hey, dude, I'm getting it to the perfect temperature. Can't wait to see you and the kids. Can't wait to see you and the kids. He's like, man, nobody's ever done this for me. Hey, guys, being a pro, our job is to make people feel like we're truly different, because we are, right? We're not trying to be like the 99%ers who don't give a shit. We're not trying to be like the people who don't really care. We really do care. These people are going to spend their hard-earned money with us, guys. Come on, man. We're investing in all of these people. Now, listen. Most customers on the way to the lot, sometimes they stop somewhere. If I send them a picture of the coffee, you think that if he is getting ready to buy something from someone else, he's going to give me a chance? He's going to feel like he owes me. Write down the word reciprocity. So many of you guys are trying to withdraw out of a customer without depositing into them. It's like having a bank account at 0 and trying to take money out. Dude, that's not how it works. We got to put something into them. By the time these people meet a pro, they already know in their gut that they should be doing business with that person. If he's at another lot and it's less than an exceptional experience and he sees that from me, he's never seen that anywhere else, guys. So check this out. He will come in. He will call me. And he will feel like he owes me because he's coming in. And by the way, it makes him feel good. Now let's imagine this. They pull up, Steve, Bobby, and Johnny. They jump out of the car. You know, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk out there with their cup of coffee, with their stuff, and I'm gonna say, guys, thank you so much for coming in. But by the way, let me pause real quick. Going back, when I get off the phone with them, I'm also gonna send them a video. Johnny, or Steve, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that phone call today. I can't wait to meet you and your beautiful family. I've got that parking spot reserved for you. I put a cone out in front of my parking spots, whether you do or whether you don't. Park on this side of the building, park right here, and I'll be looking for you. Can't wait to see you. Just wanted to put a face to the name, a little familiarity. We're always really busy down here because, you know, we got some really good sales going on, so there's people everywhere. If you ever need anything, you know my face. When you get here, you'll park right here. Now, they're coming in. So think about this, guys. When they're coming in, they're still a little nervous. They're still a little unsure. Yeah, they got a better feeling about you than they do about other people. But when they come in, I greet them with some coffee. I greet them with what they asked for. And then I'm going to say, hey, Johnny, Bobby, if they got kids, I'm going to say, hey, come on in. Let me get you guys a coloring book. I'm going to go sit the family down. I'm in total control of this situation. They're in my house. I'm welcoming them in, and they love it. Can you guys think when you guys went into somebody's house and you didn't want to be there? It was dirty. Nobody cared. You know, the energy was low. Nobody gave a crap. Can you think about a buying experience that you had that was similar to that? That's not this, man. They're like, oh man, this is great. My managers knew they're coming in. I'm like, hey guys, Johnny, Billy, Bobby, and Sally are here. Guys, tell them what's up. I walk them by the desk. Hey, this is my manager. What am I doing? Maybe a little early turn? Hey, you're going to get to, he's amazing, man. There's no tricks or treats around here, man. There's just tricks. There's no tricks. There's just treats, man. You know, like your coffee. I sit them down. Hey, kids, these are the coloring books. I might have invested in little, check this pro tip out, little Hot Wheels that are at my desk. And I would say, hey, I got you guys 2 Hot Wheels each. One for each of you guys. Here you go. Play with those. Me and your dad and mom are going to go take a look at a couple cars. By the way, guys, thank you so much. If you need anything, hey, let me know. I'm building rapport. I'm onboarding them into my business. I'm onboarding them into my brand. I'm onboarding them into something that's super important to me, guys. Listen, I don't take this shit lightly. I take this so personally that I want that experience to be truly freaking exceptional. So, on the phone, the way that I've onboarded them into my business, into my ecosystem of being a true professional is, guys, hey man, listen, I want to get you and your wife something when you guys are coming in from Starbucks, from across the street. I set the standard. I set the standard that I'm different than everybody else. I'm different than all these amateurs, and I'm going to show up and show out on exactly what I mean, all of the details. Okay? When they come in and I'm onboarding them in person, it is truly different, guys. If you can do this every time, which most of you can, but some of you just won't do, it will separate your career from everybody. I promise you. Some of these things that we're giving you, they're to provoke another thought in your brain to get you thinking a little bit differently so that you can act differently, so you can be different, so that you can get different results. But it's going to be up to you to execute this. It's going to be up to you to take it as personally as I did. I never had one customer that didn't have this experience. When I was broke and had no money, I still would find something for them to give to them. I would find something. I'd find something. You have free things that you can utilize all around your dealership. You can make things. You can onboard them whether or not you have the $500 or $600 or $700. But I would urge you, every time you get paid, to set up a customer experience fund that you're investing in your people. And if you do that, you'll be different and you'll get paid different. Let's go!